if he's just generally tanky and ready to go, but they don't really have a frontliner, and Ember Spirit's going to be perfect.
Good for Slark in terms of the mid to late game once you get past the laning stage. Because you have just this fat tanky hero that you can just get stacks off of. Yeah. As Cuckoo. Now it looks like FNG is going to take a tumble here. So first blood goes the way of T1 with the Enchant Totem. And actually the thing I had to hold that thought. Double Impale coming out from Whitemon again. S4 gets hexed, and there's the pounce. It does connect. Popping the wand, keeping alive a little bit longer, but 23 Savage. Well, actually it wasn't him. White, though, can do even better trading. So they're able to potentially find a kill there. FNG, obviously one of the slowest heroes in the game, is Nico Baby. Not a whole lot of mana to speak of. A nice fissure. Nico Baby forced to go up top. Enchant Totem is there, but don't think they'll get the kill. But he's going to take heavy, heavy damage as a result of this. In fact, Zephyr might be the one in trouble. Okay. They're just going to turn it around. So Alliance getting their first kill of the game.
That looked good for T anyway, and I don't think FNG could have done that much about it. So
yeah, you can see in terms of CS, Carl just slightly ahead of Limp right now as he's going to get the Sleight of Fist. Here comes Zephyr from the side. Gets off the Nature's Grasp, going to slow a bit with that Leech Seed as well. Limp in quite a bit of trouble. Pops a Fairy Fire. TP support coming.
He's dead.
Zephyr. Yeah, the last Sleight of Fist, and now FNG might be in some trouble.
He's dead.
Double Remnant. Zephyr will be able to get up a couple right clicks along with the Leech Seed again coming online. So double kill for Carl to start this game. T1 doing very well. I was going to... Man, it's a good thing I didn't say at that point.
Yeah. And now Carl is going to pull significantly ahead. He's level 6.5 against Limp's 5.75. I think Carl's net worth has to be up by a few hundred. 800 or 700, pardon me.
Yeah, Limp trying to get some retribution here onto Carl.
Oh, he does get the
stun. Yeah, Carl needs to back up despite Whitemon being here. Well, never mind, Zephyr's on the high ground as well. It's a 3v1.
Oh, if Limp dies here, this is
he gets hexed as well. T1 looking for another kill on the mid laner for Alliance. Okay. Oh, he gets off. Oh, he's going to mitigate a little bit of damage there. Turning it around. Okay. Gets 2 kills before dying. At least gets something out of it this time, Cinderman.
Talk about value resonant pulse. They thought they had the kill. You saw Carl already backing off. He was like, all right, Trey on the line, you just hit him once each on the second kill as well. So a nice heads-up play there from Limp to get something out of that. Because that looked like he was just completely doomed. Bottom lane, absolutely. 23 Savage and Whitemon connecting on S4.
He's playing on the edge here, S4. Get a lot of stacks for 23 Savage now. Whitemon with Zephyr's company should be able to take S4 out. He gets off the gush, but won't be enough to find his way to get the kill on 23 Savage. Halfway to level.
I want to let that through, that's fine, but you also picked a carry that Slark loves facing, so you made this game even more enjoyable. And it's always important. Okay, hang on, Hanskin.
Yep. Whitemon's going to be there. He'll be able to clean him up pretty easily. A little bit late to the party is Limp. He gets a haste run at the very least.
It's always important when you look at the draft and you look at how the lineups turn out, and you're like, man, this hero's counterpicked by.
Okay,
we don't need to. We don't need to spread this agenda of playing cores against the supports even more than they already are in public games.
I mean, to be fair, it's gotten a lot better over the course of the last few years because everybody's getting farmed now. Yep, we have the Hex to start things out from Whitemon. This might be another death, but Cookie keeps him alive a little bit longer, but not long enough. FNG not able to save his mid laner. Limp now with his 3rd death of the game. And like I said,
farm the triangle, and then we're going to have this like strong timing because in a few minutes, T1 is going to be running at you and pressuring you, and you're not going to get that area for free. So
T1 getting credit for another kill. I mean, speaking of Ancients, there is a stack for Medusa to eventually take, but you can see that there's some trade-off here.
Might dive here. This is dangerous, though. Yeah, he's going to think twice about it.
Especially with 23 Savage having his ult, so a lot of passive regen now. Carl gets off the Searing Chains. S4 is going to apply the Ravage, but will it save his life? Negatory. Sleight of Fist finishes him off, but Limp and company might be able to get some beautiful trades here. Carl does one more Sleight of Fist, but dies shortly after. In the meantime, 23 Savage destroys Crystal Maiden despite getting that freezing field out for about a half a second. Hanskin looks to be next on the menu, but he does get Cookie off in time. 23 Savage, okay, we have the Mortimer's Kisses from afar, but they're going to go for the Limp kill. They'll get it successfully. It'll cost him his life. But he does get the stack at the very least of Essence Shift. Nico Baby looking to go on 23 Savage, who's very low on mana right now, but
like here comes T1. Dagger on Shaker. They want to jump Limp.
Oh, Pounce not able to connect for 23 Savage. Cuckoo, like you said, Blink Dagger's there. It gets the Enchant Totem off. And Limp Astral steps to safety. Does that have any more stacks, though? Another 6 seconds before it comes off cooldown. Mortimer Kisses from afar.
Very good kiss.
Actually, onto 3 heroes. T1 taking so much damage, but the Echo Slam is expended to at least get 23 Savage. It's going to be a trade for 3, though. Triple kill for Hanskin with a god tier Mortimer's Kisses.
Oh, my.
For sure. Getting really big value out of that. Zephyr, Cookie connects on top of him. He's going to be taken out very quickly. Never mind. Gets the overgrowth off. They got a little bit too confident. Finally gets taken out, though. But the TPs are here from T1 trying to turn this around. Limp takes a tumble. 3 dead so quickly in favor of T1. Hanskin will get hexed as well.
Limp didn't finish the kill. He had the...
I mean, would that have made a difference, you think?
He thought the Trent was dying, so he used...
Contested.
He's going to wrap around. He will see Hanskin here. He saw the Solar Crest being used, and that means Hanskin has no defensive capability from that.
That's
no plus
armor.
armor.
Will just Cookie himself to the high ground, though. And we see the Stone Gaze going up, but a nice fissure blocking him off. Cuckoo, in the meantime, looks like that's going to be the sacrifice. Fissures and dies. So not the setup that T1 was looking for. A good defense from Alliance.
Yep. As I've talked about in a previous cast, I always wonder, it gives an insight into what players are thinking when they ping heroes like this. He just pinged Snapfire Medusa.
Looks like Zephyr is going to die. Gets off the overgrowth, but 100 seconds of none of that for him. Okay, I was going to say, I don't want to jinx it anymore, so I'm very hesitant now. It's good to see.
Yeah, it's
very open mind. You're able to convince yourself of something else if you want. Oh, looks like Crystal Maiden is done. FNG trying to get the D ward.
That is how all machine learning.
As Alliance trying to stave off elimination here in game number 2 of this best of 3. S4 trying to TP out, but the pounce will cancel. Whitemon in vicinity as well.
S4 trying to run. S4 trying to move.
He's not going to move.
S4 trying to cast a spell.
Thank you for the commentary, Cinderin, as always.
S4 trying to respawn.
I would love for you to cast a team fight. Just
Cinderin trying to
robot
cast.
Voice. Robot cast. Sounds good to me. 23 Savage now. Still a ways away from the BKB.
FNG.
Yep, that's another death for him. 23 Savage now with 9 permanent stacks of... Yeah, position 3 Earthshaker always feels pretty good because you can get these items really fast compared to what we're used to. Oh, we're going to see a big collision here. Yeah, that's true. Fake grenade on Earthshaker, pretty disgusting. S4 trying to tank things up as the initiation comes. Carl, let's see the BKB picked up or popped by 23 Savage, going to town on S4 in the meantime. You can see Ember Spirit creating so much space on the back line. Nico Baby forced his ult out. Now Hanskin not quite going to die here. It's nice taunt onto Carl, but there's the double kill with the Sleight of Fist. He's taking a lot of damage, though. Can he get out in time? Is 23 Savage just focusing on Nico Baby. There's the overgrowth to keep them in place. There's so many stacks now, but finally the Ravage comes out onto S4, but it's not going to matter, Cinderin. This is going to be a full team wipe for T1, and they barely took any damage.
It's such a godly fight from Carl. He just does everything. S4 with Hood, Halberd, at least has some sort of defensive tool against that Slark, but the problem is you can outlast, but can you even kill? That doesn't make sense. Outlast was the wrong word. Okay,
Makes
Nico
a lot
Baby
of sense.
trouble.
Nico Baby, he gets off his ult. They're just going to try to withstand it. FNG and company have come to help out as well. Sleight of Fist doing so much damage. FNG again dead. No big surprise. There's the Searing Chains now. Nico Baby trying to stay alive, but it looks like the right clicks will come through. 23 Savage getting that one with the BKB activated, and they're not done yet. Looks like Hansking is next on the list as S4 and Alliance are starting to crumble here, Cinderin. T1 looking primed to take this series 2-0. They lose one, it's only Cuckoo.
6 for war aggressively because Alliance's ways of killing them are super limited. I honestly think you can't kill either Slark or Ember without Ravage.
Yeah, you need Ravage.
You can't chain stun long enough, and S4 doesn't have Dagger.
The thing that they're missing, I mean, again, this is hindsight, but burst damage against Slark would be very nice in this scenario.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Jump in from Carl. Looks like FNG is just going to die. No, actually lives with barely any HP, and then finally gets taken out first as Carl will go back to safety. 23 Savage on the back line now, trying to target Limp. You see the fissure come out as well. BKB dodging the Ravage as a result. Limp is going to stay alive though. Mortimer kisses from afar. Cuckoo taking the brunt of the damage here. Looks like he's going to drop the first to fall for T1, but 23 Savage looks perfectly healthy for now. Pops his ult.
He still
gets one kill. Nico Baby very low on mana, which means he is very susceptible to die here, Cinder. And 23 Savage resetting, going back in, buyback. You see the mana drain coming from Whitemon as well. Nico Baby pops the wand, but to little avail. Zephyr does get off his ult, but the finger of death taking Nico Baby out in spades. No buyback for him. You see a nice freezing field come out. but it's going to result in the kill of Carl. In the meantime, beautiful impale onto 2. S4 on the run, trying to get back into this base. This 23 Savage not scared of anything because that Aegis is still intact.
That was maybe a little bit too cute there from Savage, but he's obviously able to reset out of here. And you get to play your other heroes effectively, right? One of the big differences in that fight, like you pointed out, was that there was actually decent freezing field for once. And it makes a huge difference. That's what ended up killing Carl. He wasn't expecting that burst of damage coming in from the tree line, so if you do set it up here for Alliance, it could work. Okay, instantly breaking the smoke.
Yeah, Shadow blazing up. Got the ensnare coming out as well. BKB, there's the Echo Slam onto 2. Limp already dead in this engagement. 2 dead for Alliance to start this fight out. Nico Baby getting mana drain for a little bit of time here. It's 23 Savage. Now just focusing on Nico Baby along with Cuckoo, getting the stuns out. We'll see how that status resist works from this time. But the mana drain from that Diffusal and the Escient stacks are just getting out of control for T1. They only lose their support Lion and get 4 kills as the trade. But it feels like he's just died every time he's attempting this. The poor lad.
And they know the word is there because of Shadow Dance. So get rid of that immediately. Nico Baby is exposed here. Alliance are trying to bait him. They really want this fight where they go on Nico. They feel like it's their only chance, and I agree with this 100%.
Smoke up as well. And already gets popped. The Ember Spirit on the backline again. Ravage comes out from S4. 23 Savage does take considerable damage, but again, FNG dies at the beginning of the fight. Carl, look at how much space he's creating. Just absolutely decimates Hanskin with just his remnants. Whitemon jumps in with the finger of death. 3 dead for Alliance, and they are likely out of TI10 after this fight. Medusa takes a tumble. Triple kill for Carl. And S4 finally goes down. He's the only remaining member for Alliance with buyback. They call GG, and T1 moves on. Syndra, Alliance